myself right up on out of here. I feel like a disgrace, I'm not really what I appear. I go home to my girl and I make nicey nice. The fact that she don't know that I just put someone on. I don't like being here. I constantly live in fear. Could be gone at any time. When you live a life of crime, you have to face the music through the time.
Welcome everyone to Mayhemtainment episode 43, the Champion Special with Austin Diamond, DPW Heavyweight Champion. Last time we had him on, he was about to go into that match for the belt, and now that we can see it sitting in front of him, we can assume that he walked away with the belt. Austin, congratulations on being the DPW Heavyweight Champion.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Now, let's not play as though this comes as any surprise. Austin Diamond stands at a very large stature. I'm about 6'4", 215 pounds of raw muscle and sex appeal. There was no doubt in anybody's mind who was leaving as the Doomsday Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. You know, Rick Gunner, credit where credit is due. He was, in fact, on the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 500. But he and I stood in the ring, and at best, he was number 2. And I dropped him like a deuce. Let me tell you. It's like this, John. It's like this. I want you to listen in real close. You with me?
I'm with you.
When Austin Diamond stands in the ring, it belongs to me. There are no two ways about it. Rick Gunner, again, credit where credit is due. He's been around a long time, and he's done a lot. But he was no match for somebody like myself. And that right there is why this title sits in front of me today, and it's not going anywhere.
Yes, and we're going to actually later in the episode review some of your match. We're going to do a little bit of a watch along with a couple minutes of it, and we'll provide the link in the description of the video so that you guys can go, our viewers can go and watch the whole match. I think the in-ring stuff is very good, and I think after about 2 minutes, it was clear to see that you were going to win. Not that I had any doubt that you were going to win anyway. But after 2 minutes of you guys both in the ring, I was like, oh, this is going to be like, you know, like a walk in the park here. All credit to Rick Gunner. But, you know, like you said, you know, he was number 2 in the ring and you dropped him as such. So we were going to have the rest of the cartel members, but they couldn't make it tonight. But I did see that they did have your back in your championship match. It's always nice to have family in your corner and backing you up when you're going into an important match like that.
To be able to go out there and know that my family stands alongside me, whether they are there in spirit, whether they are there in person, it's very special. You know, I grew up alongside those men. Not necessarily, you know, us growing up together. Of course, those men, they're all older than me. I'm the baby. I'm the young gun. But I'm here, and I'm bringing up the legacy with me. They set the trail, and I set it ablaze. It's simply, that's the simple truth, right, Rick?
Yeah.
You know, it's simply astounding to me that Rick Gunner showed up that night knowing that I'd be there, knowing that my father would be there, knowing that J.R. Rock would be there, knowing that Frank the Tank would be there. And then I brought in the ace up my sleeve, double ace, Adrian Alexander. They never saw it coming, just like Rick Gunner never saw that execution blow coming. You know, Rick Gunner, he came to win. But it didn't work out that way.
No.
Go ahead.
No, it didn't work out for him at all. I think, and the Diamond Cartel is a strong force. Like seeing you guys walk out together and then, you know, back each other up the way you were. The match, as we'll see in a little bit, gets a little dicey with some outside interference there. You know, trying to rob you of your chance to win the championship there. But you and the Diamond Cartel held pretty strong.
Well, it's like this. Rick, again, he came to win. I can't fault him for it. You know, I have preached my entire career. I am here to win by hook or by crook, by the book. It doesn't matter to me. I am here to win by any means necessary. You know, you look at this stick. It's taped up for a reason. There are cracks that run from top to bottom. Hell, this is right here. I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's a crack in this stick. I'll see if I can't pull it apart for you.
No, we can see it, actually.
Ask Joe Monroe if Austin Diamond comes to win. Let me tell you something. When I come to that ring, I'm coming to hurt people. I'm not just coming for the money. I'm not just coming for the titles. I'm coming to hurt people. It makes me happy. It really does. Because I know for a fact that I am the best damn thing since sliced bread. And to have all these other people around me with the audacity to call themselves wrestlers, the audacity to call themselves professionals, brother, it makes me sick. I've been busting my ass for 18 years doing anything. Doesn't matter. Running thousands of miles up and down the road, tearing down the ring. You know, before I had my first girlfriend, let me tell you, I got scars up and down my body from the ring, man. I tore my meniscus and my MCL in my first match 2.5 years ago, man. I've done it all. I have beaten the streets. I've sold my soul, you know, like I've done it all. So to see these no-namers coming in here as though they are my equal, to say it disgusts me would be an understatement. They don't have something like this wrapped around their waist because they don't deserve it. So you know what? Let's put it where it's at. Adrian Alexander and myself, there's 400 pounds of evil, mean, and nasty. Sky Diamond, there's another 200 pounds, lean, clean, and classy. J.R. Rock, that is a bad, bad man, easily 200, 230 pounds. You know, Frank the Tank, that's 500 pounds from Harlem, New York. That's over half a ton right there. Who the hell are you going to put up against us? We are our own militia. You know, some people call us a gang militia. We are the Diamond Cartel. We are the baddest force in the history of professional wrestling. That's all there is to it. There's no room for debate. There's no room for discussion. Simply Rick was simply devastated, simply demolished, simply dismissed. And that's all there is to it. Doomsday Pro Wrestling has been put on notice. There's no need for me to defend this title because, hey, who's going to come and get it? Truth be told, I've had a target on my back from jump. I accomplished more in 18 years than most of these people could with 80, and it drives them nuts. It makes it hard for them to sleep at night, brother, and rightfully so. If I've done this in under 2 decades, just sit and imagine what I'm going to do in the next 2 decades. I am unstoppable. I am the apex of excellence, the guru of greatness, and the shaman of superiority. I am God's greatest gift to women, brother. Men want to be me. Women want to be with me. And I just want to see a mirror because I am just that damn good.
Yes, you are good, Austin Diamond. And you have the belt to show for it now. And definitely shout out to the other cartel members who couldn't be here tonight, especially 2-time Hall of Famer Scott Diamond, the leader of the cartel. We want to give him a special shout out. We hope to have you on the next episode. I always love having him on. Between you and your dad, I mean, you guys could have your own show, but that's for another time. Let's bring Connor Clarkson, the one and only Connor Clarkson, is going to join us for a little bit of this episode, and he's going to talk to Austin, ask Austin a couple of questions here. So I'm going to Connor, welcome to episode 43, and of course, you and Austin are no strangers. So, yeah. And yes, I'm going to let Connor do a couple questions here, and I'm just going to provide where I'm needed. So, Connor, I'll let you ask your questions now.
Austin, we're back again.
Long time no see. It's been 10 years if it's been a day.
It's been good. First of all, JD, sorry, but I've got to do this.
I'm sorry for the terrible segue I gave you guys to bring you in here. So it happens.
No, you're good. Happens. First of all, I would like to apologize on a misguided fact. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Diamond is not a 2-time Hall of Famer. He is a 4-time Hall of Famer.
Oh, my apologies.
I don't know whether you saw me in the corner, like, raise the 4.
Nope, didn't see it.
I am back. I'm with Austin now. You've got the title. Are you going to defend it in a way that is traditional, or are you going to defend it in the Diamond Cartel fashion?
Well, let me ask you this. What is your criteria for traditional defense?
Traditional defense. You actually show up and defend it.
Hell, brother, I'm right here right now. Anybody can walk through these doors at any moment. And I'm telling you, I'll knock their damn lights out because that's what I do. I think there's
Good
nothing
man.
more traditional than what myself and the Diamond Cartel do from one day to the next. Anybody who has a problem with it, they step up and they get knocked the hell out. When we come in somewhere, we let the world know. When you're in the ring, when you're around the ring, it belongs to us. You can get out or you can get knocked out. It is that simple. What more needs to be said? I don't see those as two separate things. I see us as the traditional way of doing things. Next question.
So, you walked into that match going after the target, Rick Gunner, because he had the title. So you walked into that match going straight after the biggest target. What are you going to do now to make sure that you don't have that target on your back because you are now El Campeón?
I'm going to bedazzle my leather vest so I can draw more attention to myself. That target's been there all my life. And to tell you the truth, I like it that way. They don't hate the good ones. They hate the great ones. It's that simple, you know? Let's put it where it's at. Name one person, Connor, I beg of you, name one person that you feel is a threat to Austin Diamond and the Diamond Cartel. I'll wait. Hell, I've got all night because, brother, the clock runs on my time.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega couldn't lace my damn boots. I'm not out here doing ballerina. I'm not out here playing with little girls because, brother, this is a man's world.
That was obviously just a joke, Kenny Omega. That's why I was shaking my head immediately because no. Oh, man.
So, one person to defeat Austin Diamond for the belt. There is no one. As of yet, there is no one physically capable to go one-on-one against, and correct me if I'm wrong, the youngest member of the Diamond Cartel.
Certainly not Rick Gunner. Right. Certainly not Rick Gunner. Like he was. I mean, listen, Austin. You're a lean wrestler. Is that a good word for you there? Lean. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Rick Gunner is like half your size, dude, and you're a lean wrestler anyway. So, and he's like half your size. I'm wondering how he ended up with the belt anyway. Who is the champion of this company before him?
Who the hell cares? You know, if Rick Gunner was their competition, I sure as hell don't care.
I think DPW needed some diamonds on their roster to elevate the competition.
Holy hell. They were under pressure, brother. You know, I might be the diamond, but believe you me, they were under pressure. Hell, the only reason they don't have roaches is because they can't afford to feed them. I can tell you this. I don't know who's paying to go see the likes of Rick Gunner struggling to hold the title up, but it's not going to be me. And besides, I don't know most people that'll take food stamps in exchange for a ticket these days.
Were you, I do have another question. Were you shocked by the amount of support that you got at that match? Because I watched through the match and the crowd was with you. Like you were in your backyard in that match for sure.
You know, I can't lie to you. That's a damn good question. And it was unexpected, to say the least. Both the question and the reaction that I got. I wasn't ready for that. You know, especially in Jeffersonville, Indiana. It's a very mixed bag. I've been far and wide, brother. I've spent a lot of time on the road. And far more often than not, the people are not very happy to see me what I do. Because truth be told, I'm a bad man who does bad things occasionally to good people, especially when it's their own people. They don't like that very much. You know, that was a memorial show for Big Country. And truth be told, I wish he was here so I could punch him in the face one more time. You know, Big Country thought that he could do something to the Diamond Cartel, and he found out too. He got a taste of this kendo stick. Levi Motionless He's gotten a taste of it. And the people, they hate that. They hate to see the hometown heroes, the local legend, the independent icons. But, you know, when they're counting lights, it's not my fault. They should have known better. You can't hold me accountable for that. And Rick Gunner was no different. Those people, they could relate to him. But I think that they knew it was time for a change. It was no longer time for anorexic Andy to have his time in the sun. He's wilted. He's gone. That brother needs to worry less about me and more about a gust of wind through a screen door. Austin Diamond came in and took over, and the people rejoiced. I kid you not, brother. From hard cam, it was split right down the middle. The left side, everybody knew what was going on. Austin, Austin, Austin. It's hell, it's echoing through the streets of Indiana today. That was August 24th, and if you listen carefully, you can still hear it. And again, credit where credit is due. The right side of that building, they wanted to see me hung. That's just what it is. Rick Gunner has his fan base, but it'll take a lot more than that to get Austin Diamond off of you. And that's what he found out the hard way. You know, he had the audacity to get online talking out of place. He said, Austin Diamond, the simpler truth is this. The young G's think you suck. And August 24th, he had no choice but to swallow his pride when I left as the Doomsday Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. What more needs to be said? Rick Gunner has been dismissed. On to the next. Hell, he's still online talking about me. I guess he has to go to the truck stop so he's got free Wi-Fi just so he can post on Facebook about me. He reminds me of the last asshole I got rid of.
Yeah. I was going to say that you mentioned it a little earlier, and that would probably be my favorite kendo stick shot from Austin Diamond. And other than when you mentioned him, we probably won't be mentioning him. So
I don't know, man. I can't help but remember him.
So
I don't know if you can see it, but
yeah,
I can't help but notice it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think some people will remember that shot for many, 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 many times.
Damn thing gave me tinnitus. I can only imagine how it made him feel.
Yeah. Connor, go ahead.
So,
oh, I think Connor froze a second. So
I'll go
hold on,
into
Connor. You froze and your audio cut out for a second. So let's wait and make sure we have you back. Now, all right. I think you're back now. Are you? So,
I mean,
try again.
I'll say this. That's just a simple fact.
It just froze again on you, Connor. We didn't hear anything. Every time you go to talk, I don't know what's happening with your connection. We're having a few tech problems.
We good.
Yeah, we're having a few tech problems with Connor.
It's all right. Post editing. No one will know.
Nope.
Title holder.
Try again.
Right. Now that you are the title holder and your schedule is going to dramatically increase, how are you going to balance the title life with your personal life?
If you ain't talking money, what the hell are you talking about? My personal life is business. My business life, I take it personal. I don't know what the hell you're asking me. I don't understand the question. As far as I'm concerned, my life revolves around my business, and I am my business. I'm not a businessman. I am a businessman. It's like, I don't understand. You know, to me, if you're not rolling out of bed to go get yourself something, why bother rolling out of bed?
That's, first of all, I want to say that was a great question, Connor, but that was a great answer, Austin, as well. All right, that was great. Let's go to the match now. Let's watch some of this match and talk a little bit about it while
Not
we
for
watch
the
it
faint of
unfold
heart.
here. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. There you go. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to keep it muted for everybody so that we don't have too much trouble while we're trying to talk about it. But this is the start of the match. I mean, look at you, Austin. Like I said, man, you're a lean wrestler. How did this guy become the world champion?
To call him a champion is generous. To call him a heavyweight champion is beyond generous. It's charitable, really. You know, and here I am. I'm having a little fun. Credit where credit is due. He got a drop toe hold on me.
Yeah,
but I'm having fun with him. Little does he know, I'm out here making fun of him. I'm killing a little bit of time, talking to the people, getting a couple of phone numbers as only Austin Diamond can.
Yeah, especially with the crowd on your side here. And yeah, no offense to Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes, we'd love to have you on an episode of Mayhem Media sometime to talk about this match as well from your perspective. So we would love to have you on as well. So the invitation is there.
Granted, he is very forgettable, but his name is Rick Gunner.
Rick Gunner. What did I call him?
Rick Grimes.
Yep, that's from Walking Dead, and I apologize very much for that. That was definitely my error.
Rick Grimes did nothing to deserve such a terrible comparison.
But Rick Gunner, I apologize. Rick Gunner, we would love to have you on an episode to talk about this match from your perspective here. But here you are stomping him down now, putting the boots to him.
You know, I can't lie to you. This is undeniably the biggest match of my career so far.
You know,
this
I wonder
is the biggest match of my life, and yet I still couldn't take it serious. What was there to take serious? You know, you're lining me up against a damn tomato can. I almost feel disrespected.
I wonder if the referee didn't like Rick Gunner either, because you know, I mean, that was a long 5 count he had while you were putting the boots to him there. Like, he took his time making that 5 count.
He did everything but tongue polish his boots before the match. I'm telling you, that ref was inside of my pockets. He did everything but grab a handful of my Johnson before the bell rang.
There was a nice 3 counts. Taking him down. I mean, you're pretty much, I mean, you got control over him right here. He's not really,
boom!
Like I said, man, you were playing the game at the beginning. Yeah, you know, luring him into a false sense of security, and now you're just showing him who's the boss.
That good-for-nothing cheater hit me with a low blow. I saw it. The ref saw it. Everybody in that building saw it.
Yeah, that's where it happened right there.
Being quick on his feet, quick-witted as I am, I roll out. I know I got to the count of 10. I'm recovering. I'm recollecting my thoughts. I'm reorganizing.
Well, after that,
my strategies.
After that, the referee should have given you a timeout after the low blow. Like, he should have just paused the match temporarily.
One would think, you know, maybe if we caught it down the middle. Don't worry. Kirkpatrick's got another one coming to him. You know, I was putting the boots to him August 20th of 2022 in Man, West Virginia, 500 miles away from here, and I guess he's still not over it 2 years down the road. Rightfully so. You know, it's got to be embarrassing to have a rook put you out, but, you know, it's whatever. Not sour grapes on my end.
Yeah, and I don't fault you at all for taking a few extra seconds, getting some water on your head, taking a drink, you know, after a low blow like that. And the referee, I mean, he didn't even admonish your opponents, you know? He didn't even admonish him for the low blow. Of
course not. That would make sense. You know, the deck has always been stacked against me, but I'm the bad guy, you know? I get crucified, villainized, hated, because I always bring an ace up my sleeve. But look at what I've got to deal with. But here I am, like a respectable young man. I'm back, despite what just transpired, and I'm ready. Never turn your back to the enemy.
Oh, and there we go. Yep. I mean, after the low blow, what do you expect? And actually, you know what? That's where we're going. We're going to pause it right there and let people go and finish if they want to go and see the ending and the rest of what transpires. We don't want to give away all the spoilers on our show. You know, we want to respect DPW and their products, so we don't want to give away the last couple of minutes. You should go tune into that match and watch the whole thing from beginning to end. We just cut out, you know, I cut out the first couple of minutes as well and picked a point to go in the match. So there's a whole beginning to it. And then, of course, the last few minutes at the end, go check that out on their channel, which I'm trying to look for. Oh, it's actually at Austin Diamond's channel. So go check out Austin Diamond on YouTube and subscribe to his channel so that you can see all of his matches and all of his work, no matter whether it's with DPW or with, you know, a different company. Connor, do you have anything? Did you want to say anything about the match or anything that we were watching? I kind of talked all the way through it.
Nah, you're good, boss. Austin, credit where credit is due. You remained professional, even though there was that blatant low blow. That was probably his strongest offense in that match. That was probably the only one way he was going to keep you down.
Desperation at its finest, and it still didn't keep me down.
But the way I see it, he got a drop toe hold and then got nothing else. That was
the low blow. The drop toe hold and the low blow.
Well, at least he's a good wrestler. Well, no, he's not a good wrestler, but at least he's pretty strong. Well, he's not very strong, but everybody loves Rick Gunner. Well, no, I guess nobody loves Rick Gunner, but on the bright side, he's a well, no, nobody knows who he is. But on the bright side, Austin Diamond stands before you as the new Doomsday Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be good and you can be great, but you'll never, ever be Austin Diamond. I am the best damn thing since sliced bread, and it's inarguable.
And I'm going to say that DPW does have a very nice looking belt. I was looking at it before the show. Austin let me look at it up close, and it is a very nice title belt. So I give DPW credit for that. That they got a nice belt. It's always good to have a nice belt for your organization. There's some crap looking belts out there. There really is. UFC comes to mind. So when are you due next in the ring, Austin?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay. I imagine DPW will probably have a match for you, even if it's just, you're the champion. You got to defend the belt. So, no matter what Joe Schmo they get for you, or Joe Slow they get for you, you'll be able to handle it.
One tomato can after the next.
Yep. More concussions for the random Joes. Now, that is where we're going to end this. That is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you for Austin Diamond for coming back on. Not many people get to do back-to-back episodes of Mayhemtainments, but Austin Diamond was on, and the rest of the Diamond Cartel was on in September, and now he's been on again in October. I don't know if he'll be on in November. We'll see, but we do have another episode planned for Mayhemtainment in November, so stay tuned for that. And, of course, we have our Halloween series going on right now. Every Thursday, look for a new episode. We've done 3 of them so far. The last 2 episodes are going to be live episodes, and they're going to be on the 24th this coming Thursday, and then 31st next Thursday for our continued Halloween coverage. We just did Zombieland. That episode is posted. Please enjoy this episode. Leave us a comment. Ask Austin Diamond a question. Let's have him back and do a Q&A. So leave a question for Austin, and then we will invite him back to do a little Q&A episode with the fans. And if we do that, we'll likely do that live. So stay tuned to us. Of course, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble. And, of course, we do have our website now, MayhemMediaProductions.com. Go check us out. We have more and more content coming up on the website. We're continuing to add more and more content. And in the next couple of weeks, we will also offer written articles. So stay tuned for that. And, of course, the storefront, bonfire.com/store/Mayhem Media Shop. Go and check out some of our different designs, our apparel, and pick something up. A little hint I'm going to throw out there to everybody. We are working on making a Austin Diamond design with Mayhem Media. So we are working on that. And if we make it, if it looks good and if it's right, then we are going, Austin Diamond will, of course, is going to get a free one. But we will hope to make that available potentially on our storefront as well. So stay tuned for that. We also have one coming for The Last Outlaw Jesse James, and we have one coming for our graphic artist, Robbie H. Everybody who works for Mayhem gets their own shirt, and Austin gets one because he's the DPW heavyweight champion. Until next time, for the heavyweight champion of the world, Austin Diamond, and the one and only Connor Clarkson, the head of HR for Mayhem Media, I am your host, JD, and that's the end.